My man Bernie Burns, Bernie man, Bernie Burns.
Overachievers. Journalism from a master site.
5 rounds for Beamer. Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
5 rounds
site.
for Beamer. Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
5 rounds for Beamer. Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a
5
master
rounds
site.
for Beamer.
Peace, it's your man Burns. You're now locked into Twin2ition. Clear the air.
Hair right, hair on fleek.
I don't know about on fleek.
Oh. All right, so let's get everything right. First, I got to start off how I start off, make sure my boys is right. Even though I did the pre-checks, I still got to do, you know what I'm saying, the real checks. All right. So I'd like to welcome everybody back to Twin2ition Presents Clear the Air, episode 18. And I go by the name of Hoggie, for y'all who don't know by now. We're going to talk about a lot of things going on in the community, a lot of things happening in our, neck of the woods, what we got planned, we got coming for y'all, things of that nature. But I'm also joined by my wife, Miss Nichole, on the boards. She looks around and looks very lost. All right. So it's going to be a short podcast for those of y'all out there watching, listening, learning. I appreciate y'all inviting me in to your homes, to your bathrooms while you're on the shitter, listen for the next race check. Just inviting me. If you're at work, thank you for inviting me in on another episode. And the wild part is y'all been patient, very, very patient as we kind of like move some things around in our schedules. When we came back off of vacation, I felt like doing a podcast because I missed a week, and then I wanted to get back to my regularly scheduled schedule with the podcast this week. So I appreciate y'all. But with that being said, man, we're gonna go straight to the business, man. And the business I got is a call to action. And this call to action is not only for our neck of the woods, but for everywhere USA, man. And y'all got to stop the fucking violence out there in Hopewell, Petersburg, Richmond. I mean, all surrounding cities, inner cities, man. Y'all got to stop the violence, man. Y'all got to find a way to community leaders. Y'all got to find a way. Moms and dads, y'all got to find a way. Uncles and aunts, y'all got to find a way. School systems, y'all got to find a way. Police officers and first responders, public servants, y'all got to find a way, man, to reach the youth because they are lost right now. And it is very, very upsetting and telling because this is a generation to come. And I ain't trying to go deep, pause, but it will come a time in their life, whether it's maybe they're taking their last breath when they're going to realize that this is what it is. Like the stuff y'all read about and historical documents, the generation before and things of that nature, y'all realize y'all exterminating ourselves. So city leaders, community leaders, and I'm going to do all I can in my power, which ain't much, but I know just me bringing it up on this platform should really start to get the ball rolling, but y'all gotta at least talk, do something with each other. So please stop the fucking violence, man. Blind leading the blind. Please stop the violence, man. Sit down and talk to somebody about it. So, and that's just my piece on that. So,
What I think would be a great idea to reach out to like the kids and try to, stop the young ones now from engaging in them things. Would probably because a lot of the violence and stuff stems from gang relations.
okay.
So
Speak on it.
I feel like if you like how in elementary school you have the DARE program.
Okay. Yeah.
You should have a program that kids can take when they're young because statistically, kids start being involved in gangs. Some of them are from birth. Some of them, once they get in middle school and high school and stuff. Mm-hmm. But if you could stop it in elementary school, mm-hmm. then by, teaching them what gangs are and what the outcome of being involved in gangs and stuff, mm-hmm. then maybe they can, put a stop to as much as the violence and stuff.
That's true. So give you a round of applause for that. But while you were saying that, my mind be going 100 miles an hour, right? And that was a great take. And I think, in all honesty, to dive a little bit deeper, pause, no diddy, but to dive a little bit deeper, I feel like a lot of people get involved in these gangs and things like that because they lack the attention at home. You feel what I'm saying? They lack somebody, like a real solid support group that's going to be able to guide them and lead them along the way. Because with these kids, we got kids, and they are very impressionable. And if you don't stop and take the time to pay them attention, they're going to go somewhere else and go get it. And it's just like that, for real. So that's all I wanted to say about that. But really, I mean, it's going to start with our actions first. Yeah, the words are what they are, but the words don't mean nothing if you ain't got no action to back it up. And I'm gonna be working on something real soon that's gonna be able to not only help my community, but hopefully it'll influence other people's and other communities and surrounding areas and so on and so forth. That they can all kind of mimic what I'm about to get done. And I ain't about to tell y'all everything that's going on in my mind, because when you tell somebody what you thinking or working on or dreaming about or towards working on, the little serotonin within your mind releases and you feel accomplished, like you done did some shit. And I ain't did nothing yet. And on top of that, I want y'all to take my idea. So it is what it is. But moving right along, I was amazed that the Paralympics ain't get the same love that the Olympics got, yo. So shout out to the motherfucking Paralympics. I don't know what day it ended. I just know when I caught it on TV, I was locked in, right? And I think you was watching with me, as a matter of fact, right? And
I was like, I seen one that was it blind soccer?
I don't know what that was. Yeah, it was like a blind soccer. Yeah.
How the fuck?
That was
Do you play soccer blind? How the fuck do you know where the fuck the ball went?
That is true. So yeah, we did see blind. So they had like a thing over their eyes. But like for me, when I watched the Paralympics, yo, and I don't know because maybe I'm just a nerd, but I felt like I saw real fucking superheroes and shit like that. Or, for lack of a better word, I don't want to come off as being an asshole, but like real life X-Men, like mutants and shit. Because they were doing some spectacular shit that I was like, damn, I know a motherfucker, they got all their limbs that can't do this shit.
Yeah, like the girl that was shooting the bow and arrow.
Yeah, the archery. She was shooting with her feet.
She had some type of she had a harness on her body, and she would have to like use her body to hook the string on the bow, and then use her foot and stretch her whole body out.
Yep.
To lock the bow back. And then let
that bitch sing.
Let it sing. Like, I don't know. Like, she had no hands.
No hands.
So like she did it like with her like mouth or something. Like it was crazy. It was cool.
Dope. It was dope to see that and they did won. Yeah, and they won, yo. They had like a shootout. They had to go there and measure the shit, and they won, yo. Won by a toenail. Ain't that a bitch, man? Shout out to also, what threw me off. Why look at me like that? Oh, what also threw me off was the wheelchair rugby, yo. That was some wild looking shit. One dude got slammed on his shit. I don't know how he got slammed. Like a dude undercut him. He hit the back of his head, yo. I thought for sure he was gonna be out on that damn hardwood floor. But they had the wheelchair rugby. That was dope to see as well. Yeah. But in all actuality, man, I really wanted to shout out the damn Paralympics in 2020 Paris, man. It was dope. And as a matter of fact, I think I got a
round for Zuniga Choitnami of Korea. And Devi straight through to this round, getting the bye after finishing in the top 4. She is an amazing archer, Sheetal Devi, at such a young age, only 17 years old. Silver medalist at last year's World Championships at the age of 16. Oh, what a start for Devi.
17. And listen to the crowd erupt. I'm telling you. Check it out. It's dope. So, what were you saying? My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't know.
She forgot. All right, so
I think I finished what I was saying. I was
Oh.
just saying that I was watching the blind soccer in amazement because I'm thinking, damn, how the fuck y'all keeping track of where the hell the ball is?
I don't even
I probably
know.
can't do that shit and I can see.
Them motherfuckers had echolocation or something. Because one dude had it was like a mask. It looked wild. I don't even know how to really describe it. It was dope. But in other news, what my boy there? Shout out to my homeboy, a RVA native, Mr. Sledge Gibson. He out here making his rounds, y'all. And for those y'all who don't follow the show, it's my homeboy, Sledge, right? He's a professional wrestler. And he's also working with different kinds of, he's a semi-professional wrestler. Well, I say professional because people buy tickets to go see his ass. So if that ain't fucking professional, I don't know what is. Shout out to Sledge Gibson, RVA Pro Wrestling. It was the one that I'm mentioning, but his social media be throwing me off, yeah. Cause like every time I see him, I'm like, yo, I'm here for the captions, cause I know the captions gonna be some wild shit. And one of his captions was he was gonna be creaming on a nigga. Pause, right? And this motherfucker in the middle had the dude tied up to the ropes and shit, right? He pulled out a can of whipped cream and sprayed the whipped cream on him, right? And then he slapped his ass like Ric Flair, yeah. And he out here said he was out here creaming on niggas. But that ain't while I got y'all here. He also just recently, they took the show on the road. And for those of y'all who live out in the 804 area, they went to the baseball game, the Flying Squirrels baseball game. And at the end of the baseball game, they had the RVA Pro Wrestling bring all their stuff at the Diamond. And they had a free wrestling show for all the attendants that decided that if they wanted to stay after the wrestling, after the baseball game. So shout out to the Richmond Flying Squirrels and RVA Pro Wrestling. I knew it at the end. It was too late for me to even try to move around and get it done, yo. But he has some highlights on there, man. And I thought that was pretty dope to really see it. But and I got the video. I'm gonna probably show the jump. He said, "Watch as I cream on this man's chest." No Diddy. Jokes aside, he finds comedy and fulfillment in doing these things, man. And for me, it's dope to see it because it's just funny as shit. So yeah, shout out to Sledge Gibson. Yeah, he out here creaming on niggas. No Diddy. My boy Wildin'. My boy
Cream
Wildin'.
on Washington.
No, it was some random white dude I never seen before, but it was weird. But I don't know how they be like orchestrating this shit or whatever. But I think he's the only he's the only one that's really to find that line and be able to kind of hover over that bitch. But he be wild when it comes to wrestling shit. I call it pause worthy, and I sent it to him too. I sent him a little pause worthy emoji when I was like, yo son, come on, man. Chill out, Sledge. But anything that's on your mind, Nichole, on the boys? Yay, nay, maybe so.
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay, not what you can think of right now. Well, maybe. Let me see if I can get my shit together real quick, because I told y'all this is going to be a short podcast. I'm tired of lying to y'all, saying it's going to be a short podcast, and then it'd be a long podcast, and I got to go edit this shit. So I'm going to try to make this short, y'all. I don't know. Y'all might get a strong 45 minutes out of a nigga today. For real. But it's been a long week. How was your week? Yes, as a matter of fact, how was your week, Nichole?
That shit started fucking horrible.
Oh, yeah?
Fucking Monday was a motherfucking Monday.
Oh, yeah?
When
Damn.
I say the entire fucking day, I was tired as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just wanted to go to bed all day.
Damn.
And got home and Taj said the same shit. I'm just tired, Mom. You said the same shit when you got home.
Yeah, I think Monday we was all tired.
So it was like Monday, we went to bed early, got up Tuesday, was refreshed.
Hey, and I rode that whole wave Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's how your week went? It was all right? Or?
It was all right after Monday.
Okay. My week was pretty good. My week was very productive. After we got past the Monday woes, I immediately got some news. Like when you're working in your gift, I'm telling you. For those of y'all who don't know, but those of y'all here watching, listening, and learning, continue to watch this podcast and watch it grow. Watch it grow, watch it evolve, watch it do all the things in between. But I think I put it on the internet. We taking this show on the road, Nichole on the boards. So shout out to not only the dedicated fan base, but also people in high places, yo. Like, I be trying to tell y'all motherfuckers. Yeah, my bad. I dropped the first MF bomb on here, but I be trying to tell y'all people that it's about the relationship. It ain't about nothing else other than that, right? And we taking the show on the road pretty soon. I'm not going to speak on it yet. I'm just going to show y'all. So keep your ears to the streets for those of y'all. And just keep watching, listening, and learning. So I heard some good news about that. So yeah, shout out to us. We growing. What else? I feel like the elephant in the room is what it is. So I'm gonna get it off my chest. The real reason why we ain't podcast last week, because we usually podcast on Fridays, right? And so how, some way, the first game of the season was the Green Bay Packers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And I wouldn't say this year I'm really, really deep into football because I've been really talking myself through it and out of it. And I've been also having a lot of shit on my plate. But yeah, we watched the game. And the game was a decent game. I was kind of, in the middle of still trying to get shit done, and in the same token, enjoy it, but not really be into it. And y'all know the outcome. Week 1, we took a L. We took 2 L's. Our last name might as well be Cool J now. Not only did we lose to the Eagles, but we also lost Jordan Love for a couple of weeks. So, it's still go pack go regardless. That's it, right? So, yeah. So, moving right along. I didn't bullshit y'all enough. But with that being said, I think it's about time, yo. And music spotlight this week is first shout out to the architect, the engineer, my cuz Bernie Burns. He's on basically Bernie Burns.
My man Bernie Burns, my man Bernie Burns,
the guy to put this all together. And as a matter of fact, I think that's the Beats for Raekwon behind you. But if you pan back to Nichole on the boards, they got them flyers back there, as well as that record back there. Shout out to Bernie Burns, Burnstrumentals too. And this track right here, it's the whole album is fire, right? But like, every time I put on a couple of tracks, and y'all be the judges or which ones they are, but every time I put a couple of tracks on, people be like, yo, who is this? And I tell them, and they be like, who? And I be like, I tell them who it is, and I'm like, yo, I know this nigga. Homie can spit. Oh yeah, by the way, my cuz, he did like all the music you hear, all the instrumentals and shit. It's called Burnstrumentals. So shout out to my cuz, Bernie Burns, and this track right here is from a cat that I met when I was up in Charlotte. He's from Illinois, and he's also in Charlotte where he do a little bit of boxing as well. But shout out to my man ROSKEEM, man. And this track is called "Check It Out" with ROSKEEM. Y'all heard it back when we went to Charlotte. And I kind of just previewed the song a little bit, just the instrumental. But this track is fire, man. So without further ado, y'all, I want y'all to strap in and check this out. ROSKEEM, check it out on the Burnstrumentals too. Let's go.
Cheer. Check it out. It's your boy ROSKEEM. Check it out.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
King is one of the best beats I can jot out. We finna do some sound with this one. Hey, I say, now they wanna hit me out. I done been through hella droughts, dealing with the system since a kid. I'm talking in and out. Now I know the in and outs. I'm who they wanna hear about. Niggas always speaking on my name, will let me clear it out. The life that I live, this the shit you niggas fear about. You niggas be speaking on me, you should really watch them out. All that you be talking, man, that's what brought this creature out. Catch you ride around in the whip, better knock your speakers out. The 4-4 bulldog, the bullets they be leaking out. Bullet hit the front and get scolded, your brains leaking out. They say the good die young, that's what they all preach about. Leave your family screaming out, Lord, why I hurt? Won't be satisfied till I see him and his family walk around with RP up on the shirt. I be laid back, chilling in the shadows with a smirk. I'm a beast, I'm an animal, confused for a cannibal. Cheer. Now you know how the saying go, man. ROSKEEM. You go once, you go twice. Hey, and I say, ROSKEEM. I can't lie, that it's that hood in me. So don't judge me from my past, what I used to be. Cause some people gon' tell you lies, that's just jealousy. Yeah, I did some fucked up shit, but it's some good in me. Hey yo, I come straight from the ghetto with some jug in me. I was raised around some shit that I was forced to see. Uncle told me hop off the porch, he got some work for me. Granny told me on Sunday morning, got some church for me. Hey, people talking, they just wanna see that worst in me. Diversity, the best of the worst in me. That thirst in me, they wanna see that burst from me. Want urgency, then nigga, I'm the first to skin. You heard of me? That nigga doing surgery. You heard of me? That nigga doing surgery. I murder beast, the mask on burglary. I swear that this gon' be another fucking perjury. Scheme. ROSKEEM. 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 ROSKEEM.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I had to get that off my chest, man. But shout out to Bernie Burns and ROSKEEM.
I please have more, sir.
Check it out with ROSKEEM on the Burnstrumentals too. Hey, y'all go to Bernie Burns 95 on Instagram and just thank me later, man. Shout out to Bernie Burns, ROSKEEM, and perfect segue, y'all. For those of y'all out there that do music, know somebody that do music, or just working in a gift, but especially music. We got this thing called Music Spotlight here at Clear the Air. Hey, shoot me a DM, and maybe you can be spotlighted on Music Spotlight. And just shout out to all the artists that I've tagged as well. Just shout them out as well, because they trusted me. Not only with their gifts and their talents, man, but then it's like I said, it's just a full circle moment when it all gets reciprocated back to me, and I get the love, I get to be in these rooms with different people who different walks of life that's got different talents as well. So yeah, if you do music, man, pull up on me and let me know something, man, and we can definitely make something work. So let's clear the air. Music Spotlight. Moving right along, man. I got a hot take, Nichole, and I think it's a hot take that I got that you can probably piggyback off of, because we had this conversation earlier this week. And the hot take is, y'all motherfuckers better start negotiating these goddamn medical bills, all right? And I don't mean to try to go straight for some real shit, but see how I sprinkle in, you know what I'm saying, some entertainment shit, that I come back with some real shit, because we still live in this world, unfortunately. But statistics say that 75% of people who call and dispute their medical bills, their bills become discounted, yo. So I found this article on lendingtree.com, and it basically stating that the medical costs can catch you off guard and completely devastate your finances. And we all know when your ass got that itch in the back of your throat, or your back hurting or some shit like that, you don't even hesitate. Man, I know I ain't got no money in my account. Go straight to the fucking emergency room. And now you got a goddamn $700-800 bill if you got insurance or whatever it is. But I
think the copay for the hospital is like $300.
Right. Just a regular old copay. And every time I think about going to the emergency room, I always think about that one scene in Booty Call when Tommy Davidson got shot. And it was like he had no insurance. And I need insurance. So, but I'm aging myself now. But basically, what it's basically saying is prepare yourself for your medical visit. If you got health insurance, check with your provider on whether they can cover your visit, and if so, by how much. This is from LendingTree.com. If the expense was previously covered by insurance, push it to get covered this time too. And it's basically saying know your rights. The No Surprises Act protects consumers who have health insurance from getting unexpected bills from medical care procedures from in and out of network providers. So the key to it is this: request for an itemized bill. Don't have that motherfucker just say, hey, your bill is this, and don't be specific. So you can actually know your rights. Go request for an itemized bill. You know how y'all be looking at the goddamn the receipt when the server come back with your ticket after you done ate dinner at the Cinema Cafe or the goddamn Roof Chris or some shit. You looking at
somebody else shit on
you
your
making sure they ain't gonna be shit on your bill. You can do that with your goddamn hospital bill, y'all. So request an itemized bill, and they gotta break it down, all your charges line by line, and explain in detail and what service and items you've been charged for. And
yeah, because like one time I had a bill from like when I had the cortisone shots put in my knee, and they billed the insurance for the X-rays. They billed the insurance for the cortisone shots, and then they also billed the insurance for the doctor being there for, I think it was like 30 minutes. The doctor went in the room, but maybe 10.
That's crazy.
So how you charge me for 30 minutes, but the motherfucker weren't in there but 10?
That's crazy you said that. I'm going to hold that thought. But once you get that itemized bill, you can ask for a lower bill once you see the different prices and coverage, y'all. So for those y'all that's getting these high-ass expensive medical bills, please, please, please ask for an itemized bill. But to piggyback off what you said, statistically showing, they said, I believe it was on average, 90% of black women who are pregnant and about to give birth are unfortunately getting C-sections so they can fill the fucking operating room. So all I'm saying is do your own research.
Hold on, what do you mean getting C-section?
They getting C-section when they don't fucking need them, basically. So yeah, look it up. Like I said, I am only the messenger, but I wanted to try to clear the air and let y'all know. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger.
If statistically, majority of the black women that are having babies, do they have Medicaid and they know that bill's gonna get paid? So that's why it's a more of a percentage of black women that they're having C-sections but didn't really need a C-section versus white people, because a lot of these white people probably have insurance through their jobs and stuff like that.
Yep. It damn sure could be, but I'm telling you, I do a lot of reading, y'all, and if you ain't reading, I hope y'all.
So basically, you got these females that are, living off the state and got state insurance, like free insurance or whatever, but in actuality, they're the fucking, not the guinea pig, but the practice dummy.
Oh yeah, they did. I'm telling you, they making their money off.
Probably new doctors and new nurses and new
people just
people
in
that
school
do,
just
put you under and stuff, anesthesiologists and stuff.
Yeah,
the guinea pigs are the test dummies for them. Especially if you doing a C-section on somebody that don't necessarily need it. Yep, it's got to be you letting somebody practice.
Yep. So I'm basically saying, hey, I wanted to clear the air on that. The more you know, I guess that could be, a more you know / hot take segment, but you can request an itemized motherfucking bill and damn sure see what the fuck they charge you for.
Because I know the hospital will charge you for the fucking blankets in the room.
All kinds of shit.
That's why your mama used to take them motherfuckers home.
Look, I saw one dude, I guess he had his first child, right? And he was saying something, I don't know if he had the bill or whatever, but it was a young ass boy. He said, man, goddamn, man. He said, fucking $7,000 goddamn hospital bill. That motherfucker went in every drawer, every compartment, and put all that shit in the go home bag with him and the baby and the wife. So shout out to him. Nigga had shit he ain't need. I think he took the fucking remote that hooked to the goddamn hospital bed. He took that with him too. So he took every fucking thing. He took bottles, diapers, blankets. He said, "Yep, they're going. Hey, y'all gonna charge me? I'm taking all this shit." So shout out for him for actually having the presence of mind to take all that shit he paid for real, for real. But moving right along, like I mentioned before, football has now started. The world's greatest distraction is back again, and we are currently in week 2. But in week 1, some shit got a little weird for a brief second, man. And I wanted to kind of play this audio for y'all real quick for those of y'all who don't know. And of course, I always grab the one that ain't. Pardon me, but some wild shit happened. Here we go. Tyreek Hill, before the game on Sunday, was detained by the police, right? And they released the body cam footage and all that stuff. And like he said, you know, he could have, you know, acted a little differently. But I felt like watching the officer be the aggressor was like, wow. Like, you can tell that dude was having a bad day. Or he was just like, I don't give a fuck who he is. I'm going to do the shit the way I've been doing it type shit. And like all the other officers on the scene, seen it was like, yo, you know that Tyreek Hill, my nigga? Like, the stadium right there. And then before you know it, my man on the ground in Miami, Florida, in the middle of the fucking roadway, highway, street, or whatever it is, on a hot pavement on his stomach while the cops trying to arrest him and shit, right? Or detain him. And then once he get detained, they pick him off the ground. The same officer come back to him and was like, get on the ground, like sit down. And like goes to like kind of put all his weight on the back of the dude's shoulders that's in handcuffs, football player. That's in handcuffs. He's like, Lord, man, I just had surgery on my knee, man. Like, god damn, you can't just chill. Like, you kept trying to do chill. Like, chill out. And a couple of other football players came to his rescue and whatever. And one ended up getting detained as well. Just, you know, kind of in concern for him, because unfortunately for us as a community, now I can only speak for, you know, the black community, but a lot of times these situations and shit like that just don't, I wouldn't say have a happy fucking ending. You know what I'm saying? And to actually see the shit transpire, and of course, I saw it on Twitter, because you see everything on fucking Twitter first before you see it anywhere else. But it was wild to see. But what got me was that a lot of people think these football players are stupid and ignorant and shit, right? And I'm quite sure all the money they make, and hopefully they find somebody that's really good in PR and things of that nature. But they had one of the reporters from CBS Sports. That's why Puff Daddy. That's why Deion Sanders don't fuck with CBS, because them niggas is messy as shit, right? And anyway, the young lady from CBS Sports was trying to get a rise out of him at the end of the game by asking about that shit. And this is what Tyreek had to say.
Of a day for you, starting on the way to the stadium, a day filled with adversity. How would you just describe your mindset coming into this game today?
You know what, man? So when I left home, I told my wife, I was like, babe, I'm finna go to work and I'm finna get prepared for my day. Little did I know, that was quite a surprise on the way, man. But you know what? At the end of the day, dog, I got a job to do. And my job is to come inside of this stadium and be great, dog. So,
Tyreek, what did it mean to you for your teammates to join you this morning and show support?
Bro, I love that. I was fired up, dog, to see Jonu, to see Calais, you know, right there in the heat of the battle with me, man. That goes to show that, man, it's more than about football, dog. Like, the brotherhood that we got outside of just football is amazing, dog, because those dudes were like really risking their lives for me. You feel me? So shout out to Jonu, shout out Calais, shout out to Drew Brooks, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to my mom too. My mom got out the car and go South Georgia. You feel me? Shout out to Mon Dukes too. You feel me?
Yeah, so shout out for him to actually have the presence of mind to be like, yo, I see that bullshit you doing. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, we just won the game. That's great, you know, on a high note. But don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the way the enemy try to keep motherfuckers down too. So it was great to see him have a presence of mind to, you know, say and articulate himself like that as well on live TV, dealing with everything that had to do with it, right? But with that being said, like I said, we shoot this podcast usually on Fridays, and last night was Thursday Night Football. And the Dolphins played again. They played against the Buffalo Bills. And I turned the fucking game off, right? Of course, it's on Prime Video. If you ain't got Amazon Prime, you can't watch this shit. Microtransactions alert. Where the fuck is the NFL chime at? That's some money that just left my account. But yeah, with that being said, the game was on. They were losing 30 to fucking 10. And I was like, yeah, Nichole, I'm going to go ahead and lay it down. Right. I wake up this morning.
They won.
Put it on ESPN. No, they did not fucking win. No, they did not win. But in all seriousness, fucking Tua Tagovailoa had another fucking concussion yesterday, yo. Remember last time he had a concussion, that nigga put all the gang signs. I thought he was dead. Nigga had another concussion, yo. And I don't think he coming back. I'm gonna be real with you. This is his third concussion in 2 years. I don't think he coming back. And the crazy part about it, the dudes from Buffalo, they were like, yo, like, man, we were all sad, yo. And the whole time they playing, they like, yo, slide, bro, slide. Nigga, slide, like, dip, nigga, slide. Dip. Oh, my bad. Oh, but it was like, yo, slide, nigga, slide. He ain't slide. So, they hit him. He hit the ground on his back, and then he hit the ground, and that nigga all of a sudden stiff for about 3 seconds. But he did get up and walk off in his own power. And the coach went to talk to him, was like, yo, nigga, you the quarterback of your family. Fuck the NFL, yo. Yeah, it's cool. You got that big contract. You might, and whatever it is, but, nigga, football ain't life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to hear, prior to the game coming on, I was on Instagram and Teddy Bridgewater was saying, hey, man, I just retired from NFL. The last two concussions I had, and this is another quarterback. He said, the last two concussions I had, the first one I got, he said, I was knocked out. I ain't know I was knocked out. He said, I was mad when they woke me up. He said, I was sleeping so good, I thought I was at the team hotel, and I was asleep for 2 or 3 hours. And they was like, yo, he was only out for 4 seconds. And the last time he got knocked out, he was like, yo, I'm done with this shit. Like, I'm going to be real with you. So the CTE shit is for real, yo. But for all of y'all that's out there, playing football, things of that nature, man, like, it ain't guaranteed, but in the same token, it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? To see a dude get knocked out, like, and my worst fear is to see somebody pass away on a football field, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because not to take anything away from the game, yo, but, player safety and things of that nature, and they got stuff in place that, you know what I'm saying, that can really help the players, or certain helmets and shit like that or whatever. But I grew up in a time where there wasn't no such thing as concussion. Bitch got knocked out, he got knocked out. But now, it's a big emphasis, on it as far as, the player health and safety. And
the technology and stuff has changed, and they are able to identify it a lot easier and stuff.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Right. But yeah, back to the Tyreek Hill thing, the officer was placed on administrative leave and things of that nature. But to piggyback, for those of y'all who watch streaming services, because I'm quite sure y'all don't watch cable or nothing like that, because everything fucking streaming now. To stay on the NFL, guess what's streaming, Nichole?
What?
FX, right? They got a TV show called Aaron Hernandez, yo. And I know that shit gonna be wild as fuck. Yeah, he was one of the NFL players. Yeah, he was passing jail. He ended up allegedly taking the life of another football player that was like a semi-pro or whatever. But, they try to marry all that shit up with CTE, things of that nature. So I don't know if I'm going to be watching it, but I'm quite sure when it does drop sometime soon that it's going to be a lot that's going to be said and things of that nature. But first and foremost, I just want to shout out, to the man family and things of that nature, man. And hopefully, they get some kind of reciprocation off this for using this man's, name and, likeness and play with playing him and shit like that or whatever. Because at the end of the day, man, yeah, lives got lost, but now y'all going to exploit the dude and put dirt on his name and shit like that. So I don't know if I'm going to be really watching for that, but I know it's going to be a lot of shit that's going to be going on. So I got so many questions with that show.
I feel like the family should have had to approve it also.
I hope so, because they damn sure using this fucking name. And it's crazy as fuck, man. So that's crazy. All right, so this is not a race check. This is basically Black History that you didn't know, and I want to see if I still got it. Where the hell did it go? Where the hell did it go? No, it did, didn't it?
You have any problem?
Shot in the day.
No, it didn't do it. All right, so Black History You Didn't Know, and I think I lost it. Did I lose it? I lost the Black History You Didn't Know, so I guess I'm gonna have to skip that for now, unfortunately. But in other news, I'm gonna have to scratch that one. But in other news, staying on sports. The basketball player, the WNBA, their season is kind of wrapping up before they get to the playoff push. And Angel Reese, prior to, she was breaking WNBA records, putting numbers on the boards, but she is now out for the remainder of the season. And I believe she, before she left, she breaks the WNBA record for the most rebounds in a single season. At the time, it was on September 1st, it was at 405 before she had the injury, man. So shout out to Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. She's still an MVP in our hearts, but we all know since she hurt, it's probably going to be Caitlin Clark that's going to come home with the WNBA MVP or Rookie of the Year or something like that. Or probably Rookie of the Year, yeah. So, and it's like I said, it's still great to actually give a damn about women's sports. So that is awesome.
Speaking of women's sports,
what you got?
You better get Zendaya her jersey before she whoop your ass.
Damn, what? I owe her jersey.
She been asking for a Liberty's jersey.
Oh, Liberty?
Yeah.
I gotta find what player she like then, because it's a lot of dogs out there too. Nesco, she a dog. We got Breanna Stewart, she a dog too. So it's some ballers out there for the New York Liberty. Oh, you're talking about New York Liberty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
She don't know nobody. She just like the way the jersey look.
Oh, okay. Word. I mean, that makes sense. So have you heard, Nichole?
Haven't heard what?
So, hot off the motherfucking presses. You ready?
Sure.
All right, hot take, okay? And this is a hot take for every man, woman, and child that's a goddamn consumer. All right. And I don't know what number iPhone this is in my hand.
Oh.
14 or 15. I think it's the newest one. I want to say it's a 15. It might not be.
No, it ain't no 15.
So it's a 14.
I don't know.
All right. So while you check that, guess what? This week on Monday or Tuesday, I want to say Tuesday, Apple released the new iPhone 16. Here's the caveat to that shit. You ready? The iPhone 15 Pro, Pro Max, and the iPhone 13 have officially been discontinued by Apple. Yeah,
the iPhone what?
The iPhone 15 Pro, Pro Max, and iPhone 13 have officially been discontinued by Apple.
So our phones have been discontinued. I think we got the Pro Max.
Yeah, so what I'm basically telling you, them goddamn 15 just came out last year, yo. So that's Apple's way of just really saying, you know what?
14 Pro Max.
Fuck y'all. That's basically what they're saying. Apple's basically saying, fuck y'all to all the consumers. Y'all gonna still buy the shit because we got y'all hooked.
I mean, that shit just don't make no sense because you got motherfuckers out here that's walking around with 13s. You got motherfuckers out here walking around with, did they do a 12?
Yeah, they did iPhone 12. I think they skipped
11.
11.
Because it's
yeah.
X.
Yeah.
Was the 10.
Mm-hmm.
But you got motherfuckers out here with older phones than we got.
Mm-hmm.
But you bricking the phone that we ain't even had our phone 2 years.
That's true. Right,
Bitch ain't even get paid off yet. It's gonna take 2 years to pay it off.
Oh, well, hey, my little
and
iPhone.
Y'all motherfuckers discontinuing shit?
But it's an iPhone X. Yeah, XX Max right here in my hand that I use for podcast related shit. That motherfucker still kicking, boy. I don't even know how many gigs I got on that motherfucker, but she's still kicking. But yeah, moving right along, yo. I guess you can call this our nerd talk segment. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna make this a pretty quick pod today, and for the simple fact that I got shit to do, and I know y'all do, but continue with nerd talk. And I like to move, kind of move the needle, to video game and things of that nature, because I'm a video game enthusiast. Have you? Xbox Series X. You got an Xbox Series S. Taj got an S. We got what?
Sometimes people we got somebody gonna come try to rob
Maybe I
us.
can fuck with us. PS5s and shit like that or whatever. Portals, you know what I'm saying? Switches, you know what I'm saying? And so I want to let y'all know, that we got multiples of this shit because we're really gamers over here. And the nerd talk. Happily for me, last weekend was a historic day for me. I got to play the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Beta. And if you was a Game Pass subscriber, you got to get early access on that motherfucker. So shout out to everybody that, still, bleeding from paying for these subscription services. But it was cool to play a new game and not have to fork out no cash. But I've been forking out cash every month for Game Pass Ultimate, which you got to have, which is, now $20 a month for those of y'all who, inquiring if y'all want to get it or not. But yeah, I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Beta on Game Pass. It was, it was pretty fun while it lasted. I got to, max level and things of that nature. Even got Taj on, check it out as well. But in sad news to stay on Xbox, I think they just fired like 500 employees. 500 people ain't got no jobs. I guess that they spend too much fucking money on acquiring all these game companies that they needed to get, I guess, maybe break even or some shit. But that ain't to say that, they are the only bad guys out here. Because, when you fucking the consumer, you are bad. And on the flip side, PlayStation just did a price increase on the PS5, right? And it's equal to a $90 fucking increase for the original PS5. Okay, so in total, what it would cost somebody that's a new adopter of the PS5 or this current generation, it would cost you $600 fucking dollars equivalent. Once that price increase comes here, it started in Japan, right? But they saying it's gonna marry its way over here to the United States soon. But they also had a failed game. They came out that they was nice enough to give all the fans and early adopters their money back. A game called Concord was a live service game. Everybody trying to be fucking Fortnite for some strange reason. But they ended up, the game failed tremendously. They ain't had no good PR. They didn't go to the Gamescom or none of that shit. Game dropped. Nobody bought the shit. They ended up giving everybody a full refund. So shout out to Sony for doing that. And I feel like I gave y'all so much praise on making the PlayStation portable, but they are trying to do that fuck shit. Also, if you are somebody looking in to buy a PlayStation 5, the controller price can go up to another $5. So pretty soon the controller is going to be, I believe, $80 now or $75 now. So shout out to me for being a early fucking adopter. Because in essence, I saved some motherfucking money. But that ain't why I got y'all here. I got y'all motherfuckers here because this week they just unveiled and revealed the new PlayStation 5 Pro, right? Mm-hmm. And the PS5 Pro, that motherfucker gonna be $700 goddamn dollars. Ooh. $700 for PS5 Pro. Get this. It don't come with no disk drive, and it don't come with no vertical stand. These motherfuckers, and PlayStation basically said, Sony basically said, hey man, I want to let y'all know that we ain't got no competition. Because they the ones that's leading the whole video game market and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So they said, we ain't got no competition. We our own competition. People gonna still buy these motherfuckers. So not only we gonna sell a PS5 Pro for $700, we're gonna raise the price on all the old shit, and we're gonna nickel and dime you. Oh, you want a disk drive? That'd be another $80. Oh, you want a vertical stand? Had that motherfucker stand up so it ain't taking up a whole bunch of space? That gonna be another $30. Oh, you want another controller? That gonna be another $80. So, like I said, I want to shout out to all the early adopters for getting their PS5 on sale, and also shout out to all the scalpers, because like Fat Joe said, yesterday's price is not today's price. But in other news, to stay on the nerd shit.
Keep it on PlayStation.
What?
Y'all motherfuckers need to make this damn PlayStation portal where you can change fucking profiles without literally having to log out of a profile and log into another one to switch fucking profiles. If you could switch fucking profiles on the actual PlayStation, why the fuck you can't switch the profiles on the fucking portal?
That is true.
If both profiles are on the fucking PlayStation.
That is true. That's some true ass shit. I don't know why they do it that way. They just want to make it real difficult for everybody that's involved. It's like, yo, the PlayStation the only console I got.
Motherfuckers need to boycott PlayStation.
When motherfucker ask me a question, hey, especially having kids with these game systems, they're asking you how to fix shit, or like you like me and I done already bought more than one fucking PlayStation. I ain't about to buy the same game fucking twice or 3 times like I did on this Nintendo shit. So they got a way that you can share the game, but you got to go through all these fucking steps like you installing Kodi on this motherfucker, it seemed like, just so another motherfucker can play the same game. They can't even play the same game with you, but they can still play the same game at no extra fucking charge. But yeah, it's getting to become real fucking ignorant as fuck.
Yeah,
so
it's a shame that you got to buy multiple copies of a game for one household.
Right. So yeah, it's a headache in that essence. But yeah, so I have found the article about that Black history that you didn't know. I'm not gonna play the music again to fuck with y'all. But did you know that when Hurricane Katrina happened in New Orleans, that there was basically a lawless purge going on in New Orleans, yo? Where white people that was out there literally gunned down people wandering the streets and looting and shit like that. So that's why it was a lot of missing fucking people and shit. Won't because of the motherfucking hurricane floods and people drowning and shit. People were getting shot and killed out there, motherfucker, yo. And it basically was overlooked because so many people were already missing out there, yo. So, and and I got audio that's gonna fuck you up. Here we go. Where we at? Hold on.
Did you have any problems with looters?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But you did.
They're all dead.
What happened?
We shot them.
How many people you shoot?
38.
38 people. What did you do with the bodies? You take them to?
Gave them to the Coast Guard.
Oh,
we tried to shoot to put them down. We didn't try to shoot and kill.
Oh, okay. So did you
we killed a number of them.
How many did you kill roughly?
Cares. Matter.
Yeah, I hear you.
It doesn't matter. They chose to die. They chose to commit suicide. They opened up on us, so we fired back.
It makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach to even, you know, hear that guy talking about how many people they shot, killed, and, you know.
One man shot.
Did you have any problems with?
Shot in the days after Hurricane Katrina is Donnell Harrington. He shows the scars from a gunshot wound to the back. Harrington says he was in Algiers Point a few days after the storm when a vigilante fired at him with a shotgun.
We was just.
Yeah, so that's some wild shit. So I wanted to kind of, like I said, I'm here, you know, not necessarily rough with fellas, but some of y'all are, you know, not informed or misinformed and shit like that. But when you hear shit like that, it kind of make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. So it's very unfortunate that a story like that hasn't met national news, but Clear The Air, Twin2ition presents Clear The Air is a nationally known syndicated show. We're making our rounds around here, so I just really wanted to, you know, just open your eyes and, you know, look past the bullshit, man, and see it for really what it is, man. And that's really wild, man. But to piggyback off of that, that's one of the reasons why the podcast really started. You know, my goal is to, in the black community, is often looked down upon to say that you may be suffering from a mental breakdown, and that's more of a white people thing. But I wanted to get us, you know, black men talking, because you'd be surprised on how many things that, you know, we can accomplish if we can all just have that open dialogue. That's what I led with what I did, you know what I'm saying, as far as the stopping the violence. And violence is violence no matter what demographic you come from, where you are, how you put it. And in the same token, it's sad that we got to report on another fucking school shooting that just happened earlier, this week or last week in Georgia. Like, the shit getting out of hand to the point where now all the different inner city schools and shit is copycatting and shit. And it's like, yo, these kids ain't getting their ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? And in the same token, it's like, yo, I understand, yeah, violence ain't the answer for it all, but it's like,
you know why they ain't getting their ass whooped, right?
Why they ain't getting their ass whooped?
Two things. They being raised by fucking kids. One. Or two, because all this, you can't spank your kids.
I think that shit out the way now.
CPS and all that stuff can get involved because you're disciplining your kids.
Yeah.
There's a difference between disciplining your kids and abusing your kids.
For sure. Like,
you beating your kids with a closed fist is different than you spanking them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so hopefully y'all can do something. Do something. Huh?
I said we got our ass whooped when we was little.
Oh yeah, I got my ass tore up from the floor. If a shit I ain't had nothing to do with, which was wild in itself. But the presidential debate just happened. Did y'all watch it? Did you watch it?
No, I ain't watch it. I saw the very beginning of it, and Trump was very fucking disrespectful.
Okay.
Because before they even took the stage, you know, the people that I guess are just talking about the debate before it was happening was like, with the back and forth and stuff that's been going on between the two. And he had never actually met Kamala Harris.
Okay.
So one was saying, how's he going to pronounce her name this time? And then they was also saying, are they going to greet each other, like, at all? And, like, when they took the stage, you know, they come up on the stage at the same time. Mm-hmm. And Kamala came in front of the podiums, like as if she was going to go introduce herself, shake his hand or whatever. And he went right to the back of the podium.
Oh,
and
she
walked right over to
his
his podium and introduced herself and shook his hand.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
But I feel like that was just very disrespectful. I don't know if it's the fact that she's black or the fact that she's a woman. She got black in her.
Oh, but she ain't black. She
like they said,
Indian or
you
something.
got a drip of black in you. You black, right?
I would say, but yeah. So yeah, I did see that, and I was just like, yo, that's fucked up, yo. Like that's the ultimate disrespect, especially if y'all basically, you know, really one and the fucking same. Both of y'all politicians. I can't take none of the politicians say seriously, to be honest. But for y'all who don't know the weird shit that came out of, because I always try to find the weird shit too. I'm not always serious, but the weird shit I seen in it was somehow, some way, what the fuck going on in Ohio, yo? Trump was saying that they eating your pets and shit like that. Yeah, they eating pets. So cats and dogs and shit like that, people eating pets. And it's weird because the young boy, I don't know his name, but he's a YouTuber named Speed or something Speed. He was on wrestling a couple weeks back wearing the prime jump. When they went to wrestling, he got beat up with the prime jump on or whatever. He was eating some food in like Indonesia or somewhere, wherever the fuck Manny Pacquiao from. And he was eating it looked like a Jamaican beef patty, right? And he the only black dude.
Manny Pacquiao from the Philippines, right?
Well, he was in the Philippines. Okay, yeah. He was in the Philippines and he was eating like a Jamaican beef patty, but like a piece of bread with some meat and stuff inside it. Mm-hmm. And when he went to go bite it, everybody in the room was like, meow, 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 meow. He was like, meow, meow. And it was like meow meow. Everybody just was like meowing and shit. He was like, "Fuck, I'm eating meow meow cat. I'm eating cat." So it was funny. So I'm not. Maybe they really are eating animals, but just not in Ohio. I know they eat the motherfuckers in the Philippines. So
in different countries and shit, like this shit's fucking normal.
It had me fucked up.
They say in China and shit like they eat cats and dogs and shit and everything.
That's wow. It was crazy.
That's why everybody jokes saying that it'd be cat meat at the Chinese restaurant.
Man, if they can flip that cat leg like a chicken wing, you got me sold. I paid $20 for 3. Now I'm just playing. But yeah, so did you know, to stay back on the election, did you know for all our international people who actually watch the podcast, right? Listen to the podcast, learn from the podcast. Twin2ition presents Clear The Air. But did you know that if you are an American citizen living from abroad or overseas, that you can vote? Did you know that?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
You can do an absentee vote.
Yeah, you can do an absentee vote, but in order to get your absentee vote, I guess it's some kind of promotion they had. They had Samuel L. Jackson do it.
Sign up for it.
Yeah, they had Samuel L. Jackson do
You
the.
got people that are like officers and stuff that can do absentee votes and stuff.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, in order to do your absentee, to get your ballot and shit.
Oh.
Yeah, to get your, and like you can just vote online and then, like it's goddamn VMAs and shit. Speaking of the VMAs, but it ain't like it's the VMAs where you can just goddamn vote for your favorite artist.
That shit it's paper and it gets mailed to you.
Yeah, but you got to go to this website I seen called Samuel L. Jackson was promoting it, which is weird as fuck. He was on a yacht somewhere exotic, and it's called voteFromAbroad.com, and that's where you can, as a United States citizen living in Australia. Shout out to the Aussies. If you say the word razor blades, it sounds like you're saying say it.
No, if you say the words roll up lights, it sounds like you're saying rollerblades in an Australian accent.
If you say the word, but if you say the word raise up lights, it's like you're saying razor blades too. Say raise up lights. Say it.
Razor blades.
So shout out to all the Australian listeners here. Yeah, so you can vote from abroad if you're a United States citizen, living abroad. Hey, you like, yo, fuck these niggas over there in the United States. But hey, to keep the party going, I'm gonna vote for the motherfucker y'all don't want. Y'all can still do that. So shout out to y'all. Yep, but the last day for I think early voting is when again? I don't think I got it up here no more. Anyway, go to your polling place, figure out. I believe it's October 7th, the last day to register to vote. Don't quote me on it, but I believe it is October 7th. Go to vote.gov and hey, cast your ballot and let your voice be heard, or hey, just be a part of the fray. I don't really care. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to still get up and carry your ass to work. So and it's just like that. Moving right along. You got anything you want to add, Nichole, on the boards? Because I feel like I said, I won't try to make this podcast long, but go ahead.
What I want to talk about, what I want to add, gonna make this motherfucker long, so it's gonna have to be another week.
All right, cool. So you gonna hold off on that?
Yeah.
All right, word. So, like I said earlier, my week was pretty good, yo. Like if my brother was still here, he'd say my week great every day. But my week was pretty good this week, y'all. I had a surprise fucking day off. You know what I'm saying? Unknown to me. I mean, I ain't getting in trouble working on it. I just had a day off. Didn't know I had a day off, right? But I took advantage of this day off, I got up, stretched a little bit, did a little exercise, did a little working in the pod, and then I got my happy. I even played the fucking video game that day, as a matter of fact. And I did all that, and I ended up going to eat lunch with baby girl. And for all the parents out there that's listening, watching, and learning, if you got any kids that's in, elementary school and you're all for work and it's like, yo, fuck them kids, no, do yourself a favor and go eat lunch with them. Because when they get out of elementary school, you cannot eat lunch with these motherfuckers no more. Or not with your babies no more, okay? And
you can drop lunch off to them.
You can drop lunch off, that's it.
That's going to be probably hella embarrassing to have your parents come eat lunch with you in middle school or high school.
That's a lie, because I feel like I pull up, I find that I'm the life of the party. So, anyway, and all And all of the kids know me too. It was dope, right? So this how the story went, yo. A little story real quick. Anyway, so I pull up. First, I had to get my mind together what I'm going to bring for lunch, right? And they had spaghetti that day, and they also had like a fucking Lunchable, right? Mind you, the kids get free lunch now because of the pandemic and shit, right? But they fuck you on other shit. But anyway, they got free lunch. I ended up bringing the lunch. So I saw Zendaya, and I pulled up to the school. And as I was coming in, a guy was leaving, right? Because, teachers and stuff, order lunches and stuff there, right? And have to be a black man. So as I'm walking to the school, into the building or whatever, the lady at the back of the desk, I never seen her before ever. She had to be like a volunteer or somebody just working for the, the year or whatever, older lady. She was like, yeah, you can just put the bag right there on the table. I'm like, put the bag on the table, lady? I'm here to see my daughter and eat lunch with her. Oh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, I had to get her shit straight. All the little kids that knew that I'm Zendaya's dad was like, oh, that's Zendaya's dad. Hi, Zendaya's dad. I'm like, word, hell yeah, show me some respect, little nigga. And then and I looked at the lady, was like, see, bitch, you don't know who I am, but they do. People from the office came out, was like, oh, hi, Zendaya, how you doing? I'm doing good. Appreciate y'all asking me and shit, right? So Zendaya finally, she went the line leader, but she was right behind the nigga that was the line leader, right? Mm-hmm. You know how kids in elementary school, once you on that wall, if you're a line leader, you look right. But then everybody that passed subsequently look right, see if their parents there. Zendaya pushed the fucking line leader up a little bit and hit the corner before the teacher told them to, go into the cafeteria. And she saw me. She's like, hey, daddy. And I said, you think I was coming, did you? She was like, I knew you was coming. So she was like, all right, I'm going to get my Lunchable because I'm going to still get that Lunchable right there, right? And I was like, well, fuck, I get the Lunchable, right?
So I want some Scooby-Doo things.
Yeah, the little Scooby-Doo, little graham crackers. Yeah. So she got that.
She wanted her Scooby snacks.
Yep, she wanted her Scooby snacks. And so once she found out what I brought some pizza from Pizza Hut, right? A little personal pan pizza, get her a little cheese pizza. And we had like some little breadsticks and shit to share, whatever. And I had me a Supreme pizza, right? So I'm sitting there eating my pizza. We chilling, right? Mind you, the third graders, they ain't had that many people on her little lunch block, right? So it was just like maybe the first 4 tables when you first get in. Mm-hmm. And then like everything else is empty. And then you got the silent lunch jumps right into the guest tables, right? Mm-hmm. So we sitting there, we eating and shit. And she was like, it's loud. She was like, I'm surprised they let the kids talk today because they were loud. They said they will turn lights off all week for the rest of the week, right? Mind you, this Wednesday, right? Mm-hmm. So one of the little boys that live out in the neighborhood, he happened to have silent lunch. And so I looked at him and said, what's up to him, whatever. He watching me today eat pizza. Yeah, he watching me today eat pizza and shit. So then all of a sudden, this little white girl, she come and sit in the silent lunch table right in front of us. And Zendaya called her name and was like, you ain't on silent lunch. And she said, no, I'm not on silent lunch. I chose to sit here. And I listened, and I stopped and I looked at her and she would like do little stuff and like try to get our attention, but like, hey, I'm doing this. And then she'll eat her lunch. And then she was like, yeah, I chose to sit here. And they said, why would you want to do something like that? She said, because I want to eat in peace. And I was like, I said, why the fuck every little kid can't be like that? She was like, no, I want to enjoy my lunch. I want to sit here and think. I want to sit here and eat my food. And I just want to just hang out and chill. And I was like, wow. So as I eat lunch with, Zendaya, and she slowly was like trying to feel our vibe. So she would do little shit to kind of get our attention or whatever. And I was like, yo, that little girl, if every adult can do what this little maybe 7 or 8-year-old kid just did, it made my motherfucking day. She was like, no, I want to eat in peace. And to piggyback off of that, we just sitting there chilling, me and Zendaya, and a little white girl just building and shit or whatever, right? And all of a sudden, we talking, we chilling, just because we can hear each other talking, right? The lights got off. And as the lights turned off, it got completely deadlocked silent in that motherfucker. So then all of a sudden, it got silent to the point where the conversation me and Zendaya was having, Zendaya was like, yeah, daddy, I told you. They weren't supposed to be talking anyway. So she started whispering. I'm like, you ain't got to fucking whisper. You ain't no silent lunch. You know what I'm saying? Just because they turn the lights on, I mean, you got to be quiet. So we sitting there just talking regular tone, right? So as we talking and we eating and chilling and whatever, she was like, yeah, I'm glad you came. So I told you I won't miss it for the world, right? And as we sitting there talking, the lights come back on. and you would have thought the lights was a volume button because as soon as the lights came on, like the lights was on, niggas, everybody just started talking again. I was like, yo, they got these little ass kids trained, yo. And so they ended up turning the lights off again, and they got quiet again. And then right before we left to turn the lights back on, and the kids was back talking, it was just like, yo, this is some dope ass shit, yo. So shout out to the kids. They are our future. But the little girl that was sitting over there where we were in Silent Lunch, that's why I named this podcast episode Silent Lunch, because she took me to a place where it was just like, damn, I ain't got to be like everybody else and still be at peace or what's going on. I ain't got to be influenced by what the fuck everybody talking about. I'm going to do my own thing. And at the end of the day, I'm still going to be happy with what the fuck's going on because I'm in full control. So, and that's what I want, the rest of the world to kind of be. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to turn this into a motivational minute or have you. But when the little girl did that, man, it gave me a sense of hope. And that somebody out there somewhere, USA or wherever the hell y'all listen to this podcast at, we streaming on all major platforms, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, we on all of them. But it gave me a little sense of hope, man, that she took the time to realize, in the moment of whatever the hell she had going, that she had her own little moment. And she just wanted to share it with herself, but also put us in on a little secret. So shout out to her. So she gave me a little bit of hope. And the little hope that I had, just from seeing her was, every night that we go to sleep, you know what I'm saying, ain't no guarantee that we can live tomorrow, but we always do the weird shit that we do. And that's to set an alarm for the next day. And then when you realize that, like, that's hope, that you thinking that the day going to be what it's going to be without even happening, man. So, just take the time, you know what I'm saying, to kiss your loved ones. If you got any kind of, relationships that need mending, mend them. I ain't saying you got to kiss their ass, but, let them know that you care about them, you think about them, things of that nature. Hopefully they can come to, the conclusion that, you give a damn as well. Like I said, you always ain't got to be, up each other's ass, but, what I'm saying, tomorrow ain't promised to none of us. And, coming from the background that I have in public service, man, people pass away every day, B. You feel me? What you got?
But I like to be up your ass.
Oh, she wilding on some wild stuff over there. Be up my ass. All right, but
you said that you ain't got to be up each other's ass. I said, but I like to be up your ass.
You're right. And the reason why I wanted to kind of, unfortunately, all the good things may come to an end, but I told y'all it's gonna be a short podcast. What?
Before you try to wrap things up.
What's up?
So there's a reasoning behind the sticker on Hoggie's chest.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you said that.
So right now, I would like to ask everyone to, pray for my brother, Chad, and his wife, Cassie. They had, some difficulties or whatever trying to conceive and stuff. And, they finally were successful. And she's now 32 weeks, I believe. And she's starting to have a couple complications where she now, I believe, is going to have to stay in the hospital until they're going to try to keep the baby in until she's 36 weeks, but she'll be stuck in the hospital until then, to try to, make sure that he's developed enough and his lungs are developed enough and everything. So just ask for everybody to, say a prayer for them and, pray for the baby to be healthy, and
proper nutrition, proper take care of, guide the doctors and nurses, hands, you know what I'm saying? Keep mommy, stress-free, keep daddy stress-free, keep grandma stress-free, because, we all thinking about y'all. But, at this point in time, it take a village, man. And, prayers work as well. So, I just wanted to, reiterate that we are, loving and supporting, of my brother-in-law and his wife. And soon it's going to be a little gift that we're going to have. Yep. So, but to end the shout out, and I guess that can be our shout outs, and also piggyback off the Motivational Minute / Silent Lunch. The shout outs, like I said, your loved ones. Let them know that you love them, care about them, things of that nature. It's not just a front. It really is what it is. And I'm not saying you gotta be up their ass. It's always a time and a place for everything like that. But it's also, sometimes you just gotta give them space. Sometimes you gotta let them realize, how valuable you are, in and out of their lives, man. I'm not saying that you gotta co-sign everything they do and say and things of that nature, but when they are doing things like that with you in mind, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But with it also being said, I would be remiss if I do not shout out some legends, man. And first and foremost, I want to say rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop. Passed away at the age of 53. Fat Man Scoop. You know the rapper DJ Fat Man Scoop? All right, so you can watch You Got Served, right? And then Fat Man Scoop is the guy that be talking. He just like a DJ. He just be talking and shit on the shit. No. And I never knew. Oh, Fat Man Scoop. You know what I'm talking about? Damn, that should have been a fucking race check. God damn, I missed out on the race check. Nichole didn't know who Fat Man Scoop was, y'all. And I'm not going to judge you on it, but damn, you know Fat Man Scoop? You seen You Got Served? Let's go now. Yeah. Damn, okay. Yeah, anyway, R.I.P. to Fat Man Scoop.
He's the one that, let's go now. Let's go now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know no fucking body name.
Fat man, he fat. So he ain't skinny nigga. He was a fat dude. But he ended up passing away. Before he passed away, he did an interview online saying that he may or may not had like some kind of complications with COVID and shit like that or whatever. But you know, like you gotta really, really think about your health and well-being and shit like that. So yeah, shout out to Fat Man Scoop. You will be missed, man. Like he brought energy and things of that nature as well. Also, I would be remiss if I don't shout out Mr. fucking Cookout himself, Frankie Beverly Mays, man. Every time they played it, I think I played it on the fucking podcast, as a matter of fact. Yeah, right before the summer hit. Yeah, so he ended up passing away as well. Frankie Beverly Mays, man. And last but not least, give him a round of applause. Job done. And shout out to Mr. James Earl Jones. For all the white folk out there, Mr. Darth Vader himself. I don't call him Darth Vader because I didn't never know him as Darth Vader. Didn't really care because I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I knew that motherfucker is King Mufasa and King Jaffe Jafar from Coming to America. And he was huh?
And Lion King.
Yeah, Mufasa. Yeah. And I just realized because I be on my biblical journey as well. And he played in the movie Jesus of Nazareth. And he was one of the three wise men. So shout out to James Earl Jones. The movie came out like in the 70s. And I was trying to date the motherfucker. I was like, how old is this motherfucker? And he ended up passing at the age of 92, 93.
20 when he did that movie. That movie probably was like in the 50s.
I mean, yeah, I just said that shit.
I looked at this. I say, that movie was in the 70s.
Hey, my man looked mad young compared. All my life I knew him being old looking. You know what I'm saying? And like he passed away. So shout out to all those legends that's no longer living, but their work can still carry on to this day. Their work can still carry on to this day, man. Distinctive voice.
Rememberable, distinctive voice.
And as a matter of fact, I got to find an audiobook, but I believe James Earl Jones, not narrated, but he did an audiobook of the Bible, yo. Yeah,
No,
real shit,
no
real
bullshit,
shit, real
for
shit. Yeah, real shit.
He probably was dope reading the Bible.
Yeah, I want to say James Earl Jones did an audiobook of the Bible.
Before you even said that, that's what I was literally thinking.
Yeah,
Like,
but it was crazy because like I remember when I was little, my first time hearing James Earl Jones, he was Mufasa, King Mufasa, and I was just like, the dude sound like a king. You feel what I'm saying? Like he sound like somebody that knows some shit. And I was just like, damn, that dude, his voice kind of like get you like, man, I thought I was scared, but I'm with this nigga. I'm cool.
Calming.
Yeah, he keep you
deep and calming.
Yeah. So shout out to Prince Hakeem's dad, King Jaffe Joffer, James Earl Jones. So I think We have now hit the 1 hour mark, but I wanted to have another call to action to y'all. I am running this promotion as well, and it is called Business Spotlight. Before I get out of here, and if you got your own business, calling all entrepreneurs. You got your own business skill or talent that you're working in your gift, please feel free to send a DM, man, and we can be able to promote you on our show, because we are growing and we are looking for an ad spot here on Twin2ition presents Clear the Air. And I'm telling y'all right now, y'all better go ahead and let me know, because spots is filling up fast. I don't know how I'm gonna be in all these places at once, man, but I got a lot of shit going on in the month of September, which is now about to wrap up, in the month of October. And I'm gonna be a lot of places at once. Nichole looking at me like, nigga, this nigga ain't telling me something. I told you I can't tell you everything, because if I tell you everything, it ain't gonna happen. And can you dig it? So you gotta just, we're gonna sit down and talk offline about it. But it's a lot of shit going on, man. And so I be looking like I ain't got enough time in the motherfucking day, y'all. But for all y'all out there watching, listening, learning, and also for the new listeners, stop what you're doing, and I need you to clear the air. You done seen enough. So do yourself a favor and tell a friend, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because this is Twin2ition presents Clear the Air, man. Any shout outs you want to give before we rock out? Nichole on the board? Cause I got.
Today I want to give a shout out over there.
Today you want to give a shout out? Oh yeah, hey Daya, I guess you're doing something good too, because I had a couple of haters out there in the interwebs and the inner space, kind of downplaying, talking bad about kid tuition, man. So, and it's really that's what happens when you hear people criticize you. They usually criticize because they're doing less. So I just want to let you know, keep shining, keep grinding, and keep doing your thing, baby girl, because you're doing something right, because you got some haters now, baby. Anything you want to add before I had Bernie Burns send us out?
Yeah, I have something to add.
What you got to add?
So the only reason people are being mean to you is because they're not getting treated good in their life.
That's right. From the mouth of babes, I told y'all, like the word tell you, from the mouth of babes. Hey, Bernie Burns, send us out, man.
My man Bernie Burns,
overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
Right round for Beamer, rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
Right
site.
round for Beamer, rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
Right round for Beamer, rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
Right round
site.
for Beamer.